Muletrain!
And it is time now for the Muletrain News Program on this Tuesday, July the 5th, 2016, brought to you today by the First Bank, along with the Leal's Mexican Restaurant.
Funeral services for Margaret Adams, 97 of Muleshoe, a very faithful listener of Channel 6, will be held Wednesday morning at 11 at the First United Methodist Church of Muleshoe, where she worshiped so many years, with her pastor, the Reverend Mindy McClanahan, officiating, and Curtis Shelburne of the 16th and Avenue D Church of Christ in Muleshoe. Burial will be in the Bethesda Methodist Church Cemetery in Garner, Texas at 4 o'clock Thursday afternoon. Margaret Adams died Friday morning about 4 o'clock in the Muleshoe Area Medical Center, where she had just been a patient for a day. Her body is lying in state at Ellie's Funeral Home here in Muleshoe until 9 o'clock Tuesday night. She was born Margaret Elizabeth Macmillan, August the 8th, 1918, in Parker County, Texas, to William Henry and Cleopatra Smith Macmillan. She married J.K. Adams in Garner on May the 23rd, 1941. They moved to Muleshoe in 1944 for J.K. to become the Bailey County agriculture agent. While he was in the service of our country, she worked on the base, and she also worked here in Muleshoe at the U.S. Post Office for many years and was hostess in the kitchen of the First Methodist Church, where she was a very faithful, long-time member. Margaret Adams worked side by side with her husband J.K., helping with 4-H young people with their projects and designing exhibits that were displayed on local, state, and county fairs. Margaret's greatest gift, however, was that of a wife, mother, grandmother, and great-grandmother. She was preceded in death by her husband, J.K., who died October 15, 2014, her daughter, Joyce Beadle, her parents, Mr. and Ms. William Henry Macmillan, her sister, Mary Ann Miller, and her 2 brothers, Joe and Bill Macmillan. Her brothers lived on the land that were in their family for over 100 years, and she was very proud of that. Margaret had lived in Muleshoe for over 70 of her 97 years. Survivors are her son, Joe, and his wife, Gail, of Houston, her 3 grandchildren, Catherine Carlson and Anna Sherotek, and Jessica Adams, 2 great-grandchildren, Jordan and Emma Grace Carlson. Please remember the family of Margaret Adams in your prayers. The family suggests memorials be sent to Muleshoe Meals on Wheels Incorporated at our courthouse, 300 South 1st Street here in Muleshoe, the zip 79347. Online condolences may be made at www.ellisfuneralhomes.com. And repeating, the body of Margaret Adams is lying in state at Ellis Funeral Home here in Muleshoe until 9 o'clock on Tuesday night. Margaret died on Friday morning at 4 in the Muleshoe Area Medical Center. The funeral services will be conducted from the First United Methodist Church of Muleshoe, where she was a very faithful member, at 11 o'clock Wednesday morning, with her pastor, the Reverend Mindy McLanahan, officiating, and Curtis Shelburne, minister of the 16th and Avenue D Church of Christ. Burial will follow the next day in the Bethesda Methodist Church Cemetery in Garner, Texas, Thursday afternoon at 4 o'clock, under the direction of Ellie's Funeral Home of Muleshoe. 13-year-old Joseph Bastias of Muleshoe died Sunday night following a very lengthy illness at 11:33 in the hospital in Lubbock. He was born Joseph Andrew Bastias on January the 8th, 2003. He had completed the 7th grade at Watson Junior High in Muleshoe. Survivors are his mother, Juanita, and her husband, Tony Scoley of Muleshoe. His father, Pedro Bastias of Stanton. His grandparents are John Aaron Mendoza Sr., Irma Mendoza, Ramon and Sally Bastias, all of Muleshoe, and Tom and Sharon Scoley of Vega. His sisters are Amory of the Home, Ashley Scoley, and Mandy Edwards, all of Muleshoe, Mary, Karina, and Gabby, all of Stanton. Ellie's Funeral Home of Muleshoe is in charge of the arrangements for Joseph Bastias, 13 years of age, who died Sunday night following a very lengthy illness at 11:33 in the hospital in Lubbock. Please remember all of the family of Joseph Andrew Bastias in your prayers, please. A former resident of Muleshoe, Ronnie Schaefer of Stephenville, died on Friday night, and the memorial service will be held Saturday at 1:30 in the afternoon in Stephenville. The Schaefers formerly ran a Little Bell service station here in Muleshoe on U.S. Highway 84 or West American Boulevard, and also his wife, Pat, or Patsy Schaefer, had Schaefer Photography and sold it to Lonnie Adrian. Please remember all of the family of Ronnie Schaefer in your prayers, and repeating, the memorial service for Ronnie Schaefer, formerly of Muleshoe, will be Saturday afternoon at 1:30 in Stephenville. The high in Muleshoe on the 4th of July was a firecracker hot 98 degrees, and the low was 62. On Tuesday morning, it was 70 degrees. And just after the big explosion of the fireworks put off beautifully by the Muleshoe Volunteer Fire Department, we received officially here in Muleshoe 3/100ths of an inch of moisture. 5-area telephone West Plains Telecommunications now brings you the weather forecast for Muleshoe, Sudan, Amherst, Earth, and our entire vicinity during this 4th of July week.
Secure your life with fast technologies available through 5-area, whether you're in Muleshoe or anywhere in the world. Security and automation services for your home, farm, or business available now through your hometown company 5-area. Plans starting now at $20 per month. Fast Technologies offers live and recordable video surveillance. Control your door locks and garage doors, whether you're in your recliner around the corner or in Dallas. Lighting control and motion detection. Door and window sensors. Receive alerts through text, email, or phone. Plans again starting at $20 per month. Call today, 5-area, 806-272-5533, or go by their website at 5area.com. They will also be happy to give you an on-site demo, so stop by their offices today, 302 Uvalde Street on the west edge of Muleshoe. A DSL internet connection is required. That's home, farm, and business security and automation services available through Fast Technologies at 5-area. Call 806-272-5533 for more information. Yesterday at the West Texas Mesonet site on the 4th of July, the high was 100 degrees officially, and the low was 61. It's going to be hot for the next several days here for the Muleshoe area, as it already is 90 degrees at 10:40 this Tuesday morning. Sunny and hot in the forecast for today. High near 102 degrees this afternoon. Southwest winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. Partly cloudy tonight. For Tuesday night, low around 69. A 10% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 1 p.m. on Wednesday afternoon. Mostly sunny and hot. Again, high near 102 degrees as well. For Wednesday, west-southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Partly cloudy Wednesday night, low around 67. Thursday, same thing, sunny and hot, high near 102. West winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy Thursday evening, low around 69. Friday, a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly sunny and hot again, high near 98 degrees. West-southwest winds around 10 miles per hour, partly cloudy Friday evening, low around 67. Saturday, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms, sunny and hot, high near 99 degrees. South-southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Then Saturday evening, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms again, partly cloudy, low around 67. And repeating our forecast for today on Tuesday for the Muleshoe area, sunny and hot, high near 102 degrees. Southwest winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. Then partly cloudy tonight, low around 69. A 10% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 1 p.m. Wednesday, mostly sunny and hot, high near 102. Partly cloudy Wednesday evening, low around 67. 5-area telephone. West Plains Telecommunications has presented to you this edition of the weather forecast.
The 4th of July in Muleshoe was certainly hot, and it was a hot success as well, thanks to all of the Muleshoe Chamber of Commerce and Agriculture hard workers. And the winners of the 4th of July parade were: first place went to First United Methodist Church of Muleshoe, second to Caprock Dairy, and third to the Muleshoe High School cheerleaders. In the tractor show, first place was won by South Plains Antique Tractor Association, and second, Slade Nichols. In the car show, first place was Ernie Monteith with his 1930 Roadster, and second went to Randy James with a 1951 Ford. The parade marshal was Donald Phelps, a veteran of our United States Armed Services, who went on the honor flight last fall to Washington, D.C. The Master of Ceremonies was one of the Chamber board members, Steve Friskup. The winners of the many drawings held were from the Oneida Wagner Senior Citizen Center, giving away the Playhouse. It went to Charlotte Field. Muleshoe Meals on Wheels Grill went to Richard Orozco. The Lions Club gave away a shotgun, and the winner was Trey Thompson of Shallowater. The winners of the hot dog eating contest were first place T.J. Ballard and second Lee Tosh. And it was a wonderful sight underneath the big, wonderful trees on the courthouse lawn. So many people mentioned how perfect that site was for the 4th of July celebration after the parade. And thanks to the Muleshoe Volunteer Firemen, they shot off a wonderful fireworks display. Of course, you can see the highlights of the 4th of July online and on the air now here on Channel 6 and MuleshoeTV.com. We'll be back and we'll tell you about our resignation here in Muleshoe.
Libby Leal and Angelica Toscano want you to Join them at Leal's Mexican Food Restaurant at 1010 West American Boulevard in Muleshoe, Texas. Come and eat anything from quesadillas to grilled cheese and the best hamburgers in town, open every day of the week. I especially like the bean and cheese burritos. I have traveled throughout Texas, New Mexico, and Colorado and never eaten at a better Mexican food restaurant than the original Leal's. This is Julia Reynolds, and I know that the original Leal's is the best.
This edition of the Muletrain News is being brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant, along with the First Bank, where First Bank invites you to come and check out their First Bank online, www.fbmuleshoe.com. Transfer funds between accounts easily, make loan payments, view current and previous statement activity, pay bills online, banking anytime with 24/7 access. Call or come by today for more information, 202 South First Street, 806-272-4515. The First Bank right here in Muleshoe, where they're proud to announce First Bank Online. That's at www.fbmuleshoe.com. The First Bank is member FDIC. You're invited to an open house at the Parkview Nursing Care Center to meet the new Director of Nurses, Sherris Nelson, and the new Activity Director, Robin Atwood. Come by the Parkview, 1100 West Avenue J, this Thursday, July the 7th, from 6 until 7:30 p.m. to meet the new Director of Nurses, Sherris Nelson, and new Activity Director Robin Atwood at the Parkview Nursing Care Center this Thursday, July the 7th, from 6 until 7:30 p.m. at 1100 West Avenue J.
Quentin Poe, we're sorry to report, has resigned as the youth minister at the First Baptist Church here in Muleshoe, effective in 2 weeks. He will be moving to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and he'll be getting married next fall in September. We think we will be missing a wonderful young man here in our community and at the First Baptist Church, and of course also here on Channel 6, as he did the stats for football on Channel 6 last fall. It was fun to see so many former residents here in Muleshoe over the 4th of July holidays. Robert got to visit with Kristen and Hal Duncan and their 2 fine young sons, visiting here, of course, with her parents, Dick and Sandy Chitwood. Also, I got to see Eric Cisneros. Hadn't seen him in many, many years. You know, he won first in the state of Texas in 1993. In the 3,200 meter, he ran that in a 9:32.30 and was the state champion in 1993. The year before, he had placed 5th in the state, and that was in the 3,200 meter also, and represented Muleshoe High School so very well. Now he represents McAllen, and he is a coach in McAllen. His wife has just completed medical school and is waiting to find out where she will do her residency. Their oldest son is a freshman at Texas Tech, and they have another son who is there in McAllen and is a sophomore. It was so good to see Mr. and Mrs. Eric Cisneros and their 2 fine sons. Also, Brandy Dalton was here with her husband Greg and their darling little daughter Caden, and of course visiting her parents Rusty and Christy Whitt. And also I saw Caden and her granddaddy on the tractor in the 4th of July parade. And speaking of the 4th of July parade, you can see that online and on the air right now because of these Muleshoe merchants. That includes Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, Barrett Potato Farms, Burton Service Center, Agra Alliance, Dale Oil Company, the First Bank of Muleshoe, Ag Texas, Germania Farm Mutual Insurance, Hereford Feed Ingredients, Irrigation Pumps and Power Incorporated, the Muleshoe State Bank, Leal's Tortilla Factory, McCormick Seeds Incorporated, Muleshoe Animal Clinic and Vet Supply, Muleshoe Housing Authority, Precure Electric, Randall Fields CPA Firm, Shipman Body Shop, Silvas Insurance Group, Wilson Drilling, Mohawk Auto Parts, McDonald's in Muleshoe, and 5 Area Telephone, West Plains Telecommunications. You'll enjoy seeing the video of the 4th of July with the parade, also the fire department, water polo, the Duncan booth, sponsored by the youth of the First United Methodist Church, all the food booths, and I tell you, I loved the absolutely fantastic fruit that one of the booths had. It was so neat. Chris Flores sang a couple of songs on the video. Of course, the fireworks are on there and a lot more, all courtesy of the Muleshoe merchants, thanking you for coming to Muleshoe and celebrating the 4th of July, and also thanking the Muleshoe Chamber of Commerce for such a successful 4th of July. Now, another thing on the video is the Little Miss and Little Mr. Firecracker pageant. And under one, the winner was Kaisley Stansel, and for Little Miss Firecracker, the runner-up was Cassidy Cannon, and second runner-up was Braxley Blaze Branscombe. In the Little Miss Firecracker for girls 1 through 3 years of age, the winner was Isabel Marie Ramirez. The runner-up, Emmeline Grace Bowler, and second runner-up, Allie Helton. The 4 through 6 year-old winner of Little Miss Firecracker was Paisley Rose Clonch, runner-up Paisley Branscombe, and second runner-up Abby Urbanke. The Little Mr. Firecracker was Jackson Parker Ship, and the runner-up Red Crew Ratliff. Second runner-up Tracy Lane Talbert. Congratulations to all the winners of the Little Mr. and Miss Firecracker. That was a great idea. The World Championship Muleshoe pitching winners in the singles, Russell Magby, and in the doubles, Basil Nash and James Turnbow. It was fun for everyone to play and watch and participate in all the many activities. Larry Cessna has found many years ago, about 30, in either Gainesville or Decatur, a token that was probably made in an arcade, and it is stamped with the name Charles R. Brown, Muleshoe, Texas, 1947. He would like very much to return it to the owner or to the owner's family. So if you know Charles R. Brown, Muleshoe, Texas, who lived here in 1947, please contact Larry Cessna, and his telephone number is 979-548-4267 in Sweeney, Texas. We want to say a happy firecracker birthday to, of course, America, but also to Melvin Griffin and Pat Young, Wanell Gable Eads, and the former Mary Ann Toombs. Also, June Wagner and Sue Johnson, all celebrating the 4th of July doubly on Monday. Also on Tuesday, happy birthday July the 5th to Dave Sudduth, and also to Tina Landers Clark, of Periton, Andy Sain, Cody Black. Congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Jerry Nichols on their wedding anniversary. On July the 6th, it's DJ Dominguez Day, Wilt Seymour Day, Royce Hamilton, the former KK Flowers, and also congratulations to Mr. and Ms. Glenn Stevens on July the 6th. On July the 7th, Tim Black celebrates, and so does Leela Ann Smith, Barbara Barthoff, and sweet little Delinda Weem out in the Last Buddy community. Mr. and Mrs. Rhett Kirby have a wedding anniversary, and so do Mr. and Mrs. Lacey Kirk. And Connie Beaverstorff celebrates her birthday July the 7th too. We'll be back with more Muletrain in one moment. Stay tuned.
2 weeks to go home following a hospital stay. Recover close to home with the Swing Bed program right here at the Muleshoe Medical Center for Medicare patients discharged from Muleshoe or any other hospital following an acute illness, injury, or surgery, but still need time and physical therapy to heal and strengthen before going home. Call Lucy Garcia, RN at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center, 806-272-4524 for more information about the Swing Bed program at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center, 708 South 1st Street, right here in Muleshoe, Texas. Call Lucy Garcia, RN, 806-272-4524. The 2016 Jamaica will be Sunday, July the 17th, right here in Muleshoe, next to the Immaculate Conception Catholic Church, 805 East Hickory Street. Music starts at 12 noon. They'll have music, games, food, and family fun. Music will be Muleshoe's own Monica y Grupo Mezcal performing, along with DJ Fugaz, Conjunto Avante, Grupo Madad, Incepcion, Grupo Vigilante, and Grupo Bengala. They'll be giving away a Samsung Smart TV, a Microsoft Surface 3, along with a $500 and a $300 Visa gift card. Come and eat slinky fries, carnitas, tripas, steak burritos, cabrito, hamburgers, Frito pies, turkey legs, nachos, corn, and much, much more. Food, family fun, and music at the 2016 Jamaica, which will benefit the Immaculate Conception Catholic Church starting at 12 noon on Sunday, July the 17th, right here in Muleshoe at 805 East Hickory Avenue. The featured performer in the music groups will be Muleshoe's own Monica y Grupo Mezcal.
It's a red, white, and blue summer sale at BK Boutique, 200 East 21st Street in Clovis, New Mexico, going on right now. Be sure and tell them that I sent you, and they'll give you the BK Boutique VIP treatment. They're open. That is Mountain Standard Time, Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 5, and Saturday's hours, 10 to 3. They're closed on Sunday and Mondays at BK Boutique, where it's a red, white, and blue summer sale going on right now. And Betty and Beth will let you browse if that's what you like to do. But if you need help, they certainly can help you. And they also carry Merle Norman Cosmetics. That's the BK Boutique, 200 East 21st Street. Red, white, and blue summer sale going on right now. Calling all superheroes 4 through 11 years of age to Vacation Bible School one day, Saturday, July the 16th, at the First United Methodist Church here in Muleshoe, 507 West 2nd. It'll start at 9 o'clock and continue until 2 that afternoon. Start registering now at the First United Methodist Church office by calling 806-272-5517 or register Saturday morning, July the 16th, starting at 8:30. Dress as your favorite superhero, wear a cape, or just come in your summer clothes, and you'll all be welcome for a day of fun, laughter, and learning. For the Son of God came to seek and to save the lost. Luke 19:10 will be the Bible verse used for Vacation Bible School at the First United Methodist Church here in Muleshoe, Saturday, July the 16th. Jesus Christ is my superstar. On your prayer list, please remember Tommy Merritt of Roswell, formerly of Muleshoe. He has now been moved to Trust Point Rehab in Lubbock, and he is the one who opened originally many years ago the Sonic in Muleshoe. Cleo and Ruby Ward, residents of the nursing home now, and their son Marvin Ward, who is recuperating from surgery in Amarillo, and Cecil Ward, their son, who is ill. Linda White of Farwell, Laverne Smire, Claude and Evelyn Riley, Cheryl Morris, Barbara Blackman, Gladys Black. Got to see Peggy Bruton at the 4th of July parade, and she is improving. And also got to see Janie Balderas, and she had some of her family here for the 4th, celebrating on Main Street in Muleshoe too. Louis Wayne and Wanda Schaefer are in our prayers. Ray and Janetta Precure, Tori Alvarado of Muleshoe, and she was hurt recently in a wreck. Adela Valadez of Muleshoe, Chad Parker of Muleshoe, Debbie Ridlin of Sudan, Suzanne McCrae of San Angelo, Linda Bennett Baker of Portales, formerly of Muleshoe, the family of Ruth Guzman, Aline Bryant, Frankie Carpenter, Roy Shoemaker in Crosbyton, the father of Dolores Harvey of Muleshoe, little Eliza Dodd of Portales, Anderson Gruelke, Buck and Carolyn Johnson, James and Terry Byers, Jim Pat and Susie Clonch, Angela and Eric Hall, Corlin, and Jean Paul Jarman, Leela Sue and Doyle King, Nina and Bob Landers, Landon Nichols, Mary Ellen Robertson, Clinton and Maxine Rogers, Carrie John Schuster, Doris and R.L. Scott, Laurinette Mason, Gabriella Stone, Brian Taylor, Dorothy Turner, Glenn Watkins, Joel Cowart, Dorothy Sorley, the families of the following who have died recently: Monica Griffith Dunlap of Lubbock, formerly of Muleshoe, 62 years of age; Ruth Guzman, 67, of Muleshoe; Jane Wiseman, 80, of Sudan; Patsy Angley Chancellor, the sister-in-law of Pat and Phyllis Angley of Muleshoe; Doug Parrish, 79, of Earth; Guillermo Valadez, 55, of Muleshoe; 21-month-old Reed Markle of Muleshoe's families remain in our thoughts and prayers.
Well, it is just about time for us to go on this edition of the Muletrain News, brought to you today by the First Bank, along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. You can hear our latest Muletrain News located on our website, free of charge, on demand, muleshoetv.com. Click on the Muletrain News link at the top center of the page. You can also hear our latest Muletrain rotating on Reach Broadband Channel 6.
I'm Tumbleweed Smith. Stanton has a soup cook-off. Details in a moment on the Sound of Texas.
And the Sounds of Texas are brought to you here on Reach Broadband Channel 6 as well as MuleshoeTV.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association with offices in Muleshoe as well as in Morton. They're celebrating 76 years of rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area. Check them out online, bcecoop.com. They're owned by the members they serve. Call 806-272-4504. The board of directors, the members, employees, the manager, CEO, David Mark, all hope you enjoy the Sounds of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
Stanton has had an annual soup cook-off for 27 years.
We've got cheesy green chili and potato chowder.
Sometimes I do chili, and this time I've done vegetable beef soup.
This is black-eyed peas soup.
Spicy cheeseburger soup.
Well, it got started as a way to fundraise for the restoration of the Carmelite Monastery here in Stanton.
That's John Kennedy, who has worked on the restoration for years.
Yeah, we've been working on it for over 20 years, and it's just a matter of getting enough funds to start, because as a restoration project, it does take an awful lot of funds. We have actually hired an historic Adobe architect out of Mesilla, New Mexico, to come and help us with the restoration. This building was built in 1884 by a group of Carmelite monks that had come out here seeking a quiet place to start a monastery.
Reggie Baker is president of the group raising money.
The adobe structure is itself a marvel. It has withstood the years, the winds, a tornado. It's still standing. A lot of history there. It really kind of set the direction for how this community developed and the culture, and we think it's worth saving, so that's what we're working toward.
Pozole is a very typical Mexican soup with hominy and pork meat, and it's, delicious.
This is the second time we're going to use the same recipe, so hopefully we can win it.
We also made homemade bread to go with the soup.
Mushroom soup, what's in it?
Mushrooms.
The soups are cooked at the house. People come and bring them. They pay $5 at the door, and they get to taste all the soups and vote for their favorite.
Shelley Bordspeth is in charge of things.
It's looking good. This is kind of a record soup numbers that we've got going on here, and probably at least 120 people here. And some of them, they're competing with their relative. They're right next to them, and they're competing. They're like, oh, I got this many votes, and they're like, yeah, I got this vote.
It's pork chili verde. It's just got pork, hominy, pinto beans, onion, and green salsa.
The cook-off produces a cookbook every year. The final event is an auction of pies and cakes. Bill Stone is the auctioneer.
They'll bring $250 to $500. $450 now, $75. $450 now, $75. So it's $450.
Stanton's Soup Cook-Off. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with the Sound of Texas.
Time now for the market report, brought to you today by Stephen Dement, financial advisor with Edward Jones, located right here in Muleshoe in his office at 104 West 2nd Street. Call 806-272-4102. He's a member SIPC, and he can assist you with any of your financial needs no matter where you live. The market report was recorded this Tuesday, July the 5th, 2016 at 12 noon. U.S. stocks open lower on Tuesday morning as the impact of the UK's vote to leave the European Union has investors uncertain about economic changes. The Federal Reserve Vice Chairman Stanley Fischer says the effects of Brexit will continue to be evaluated. In U.S. economic news, both factory orders and durable goods orders have both declined in more than the estimate for the month of May, contributing to the lower market prices this morning. Long-term U.S. Treasuries are higher as the result of the stock market open this morning. In the S&P 500, the best performing sector is consumer staples, while the worst performing sector is energy. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is down 117.76 at 17,831.16. The Standard & Poor's 500 index is down 15.47 at 2,087.48, and the Nasdaq Composite Index is down 51.50 at 4,811.07. This morning, volume on the New York Stock Exchange is high with about 266.96 million shares traded. Decliners are outnumbering advancers by roughly 5-to-1 margin. In the commodity markets, the spot price of gold is down $6.35 to $1,344.72. The spot price of silver is down 61 cents to $19.70, and crude oil prices are down $2.08 to $46.91. In the bond market, the 30-year Treasury yield is currently 2.15%. and the 10-year Treasury yield is 1.37%. Some stocks of area interest: ExxonMobil Corporation is down 1.51 to 92.33. General Electric Company is down 0.01 to 31.48. XL Energy Incorporated is up 0.29 to 45.07. And Apple Incorporated is down 1.19 to 94.70. The market report has been brought to you today by Stephen Dement, financial advisor with Edward Jones, right here in Muleshoe at 104 West 2nd Street. Call 806-272-4102. For more market information, check him out online, www.edwardjones.com.